Everybody, welcome to another On the Road. We are about an hour out from Atlanta. I know you guys can't see us. That's because it's dark and we don't want to get pulled over, and George is kind of bad for that. So, we're answering your questions like we always try to do. Of course, I'm joined with the Doombringer Griffin, a guest Patrick, a friend of the Irish Gods, who is driving right now. Say hi, Pete.
How's it going, lads?
And then I've got the Le Braxton Express behind me, being as calm as humanly possible. So Ryan's got the questions down for us. Ryan, what's the first one?
Mr. Eternal Ringmaster asks, because of the new support, which build of Aquaforce should I build? Maelstrom or Thavas? I'm new to the clan, never played before. Okay, take that Thavas, son. I jumped Maelstrom because Thavas is getting all that good support.
Yeah, Thavas is going to keep getting support in the future. If Maelstrom gets support, it's only going to be scattered at best.
We might see some Maelstrom, considering they said they were reprinting Glory in BTO9, but I'm thinking Thavas is going to get the better stuff.
Yeah.
Brax, you got any input?
What was that?
Brax, you got any input?
No, I haven't really played Aquaforce, so I'm gonna just take Ryan's word for it.
Oh,
Okay.
I like that crap.
Next.
Mr. William Cole asks, hey William, what do you all see as the proverbial dark horse to take down the event this weekend? Let's take a vote. What's that?
I'm going to say it's either going to be Prism Vert or it's going to be Great Nature.
Keith.
I'm gonna put my money on Great Nature as the dark horse.
Patrick.
Probably Great Nature as well.
Voting on that new stuff. I'm going to say Bermuda. At least people have had some time to play with them. Braxton?
I'm just gonna go with Great Nature.
Alright, I got a 3-2
I
vote.
say it's solid now and can only get better with the new stuff.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Great Nature.
So we might see some scary new Great Nature stuff. Watch out for all those stands, boys.
Yeah.
It's just while I agree with what Ryan said, people have more time to play Bermudas. People have no time to prepare against Great Nature, so they're just gonna be surprised.
Man, them Crayon Tigers are coming.
Next.
Next question. Mr. David Zapata asks, I'm thinking of building a Genesis deck. Alright, same question as Eternal Ringmaster. I'm thinking about doing Regalia or Fenrir. What, in our opinion, has a better chance in tournament play? Keith, our Genesis player.
Irish God, talk to
Okay,
us.
I'm gonna put my money on Fenrir being the big money out of that set. I think Regalia.
GR.
What? Well, yeah, he is a GR, and he's got that nice gold slashes. But I think he's gonna be the money to grab out of that set with the new Revelation keyword. I think it's gonna be really cool. Regalia will be a good pick. It'll probably be the budget pick if you're looking for something cheaper.
I don't think anything in Regalia is budget, friend.
The new stuff is.
Okay, yeah. They got some triple artists. Now, a follow-up question to that is, how do we see Revelation impacting the meta, or what do we think, really, how good do we think that's going to be as a deck?
I mean, knowing what's on the top of your deck is going to be good.
Knowledge is always an important thing in a card game. More access to knowledge. Also, the ability to, because it's what, check top two, one goes to top, one goes to soul, right?
No, that's Fenrir's extra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this one is just check top. When you put it in, you have to rest a unit, isn't it?
Sometimes they have other costs associated with Revelation.
But a lot of them with the Fenrir as the Vanguard, a lot of them get to stand though. Again, there's a lot of like extra combo-y ways.
Yeah, it does a lot of cool things with it.
I think it's very versatile, and I think it shows a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it does require a lot of rear guard work, so I do think it'll have some kind of threat against Link Joker or Kagero, decks that can retire.
Yeah.
Or control down the board. Aside from that, I think we'll see a lot of cool stuff happening from it.
They got that busted stand trigger though.
Yeah, the stand is really nice.
They've got 2 busted stand triggers.
They do, in fact. I think you're going to be seeing some Revelation.
Yeah. Although resting a unit is a real cost.
Well, it can stand again if you.
Yeah, there are ways they can stand their dudes again.
It's fine.
But I do agree, resting a unit is probably one of the most expensive costs in a game, in my opinion.
Will we be there at the venue on Sunday?
We'll be there shortly. We got to get back on the road to get home. I know the Irish God wants to relax before he has work Monday. I also have work Monday, and so I would like to relax. And then Brax, I think, probably has work Monday as well.
Show up early, Jake. We'd love to see you.
Yeah.
Show up early. We'll probably be there doing some last-minute trading. I might look at Luck and Logic for a second, and then scoff and walk away. Scoff maniacally. And then walk away. That's about it, though.
And our main question of this on the road from Francisco Jimenez. Oracle Think Tank is basically dead since it kind of lost its win condition of Silent Tom with the release of G Guardians. It desperately nerfed Tom there. And they don't really have any other strides that puts pressure on the opponent. Basically, it's a clan that draws a lot, and that's about it. What would you guys do to bring OTT back to life and make it viable for the competitive scene again? So, we've talked about this, and the easy answer is we would, say Misaki Legend deck is coming. That's where they're putting their OTT support. But really, that's probably not enough of a good answer for you, Francisco. So let's get in on what we would have OTT actually do as a new mechanic. What's that?
OTT needs to abandon the only drawing a card concept. It's just not doing it. Wow, that was a crazy lightning strike.
Yeah, no, that was a good format.
It's coming, Keith.
Yeah, Descendant is coming, guys.
Descendant is arriving.
Descendant is coming.
I sense some chaos in our future. No, it needs to abandon just drawing. And Oracle's a good mechanic. Don't get me wrong. It's fine. It's whatever. But it's clearly not doing enough. If OTT really wants to see success, it needs to kind of pull a, not to say Gear Chronicle-esque route. It needs to pull a. This is kind of the same advice I give Golds to a certain extent. It needs to abandon its old sub-mechanic, because now everything can draw cards. It needs to abandon that mechanic and drive a new one. So your natural question would be, well, what should that mechanic be? Well, he could be the first clan to follow in the old footsteps of Season 1 Hermes and start interacting with its opponent in a much more aggressive state. Instead of checking, because we had drawing cards in the, a lot of OTT stuff. Then we had Megas, which allowed it to check the top card and interact with that. And then the next progression should be checking the opponent's top cards and playing with that. And I think that could definitely be something destructive. Brack says if we're going to do something like that, it should be at the beginning of main phase. That way it gives your opponent some kind of out. And I think Braxton should agree on that, right?
Yeah.
And I can agree, because looking at the opponent's draw from the beginning of his, ride phase or whatever, or draw phase, is entirely too dangerous if you can control what he can draw. But if you can control like what he can drive check, that's a little less bad.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I think we're all behind Jose on this one.
But yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. Do we have any other questions, Ryan?
No, that'll do it for this on the road.
All right, that's gonna do it for this on the road. I don't know if we're able to put up another one before we arrive at our hotel. Man, that's another one.
Yeah.
Another one.
And another one. And we'll see you here soon. Don't forget to drop them comments with that hashtag AskAbsolution, hashtag on the road. We love you guys. We'll see you here next time. This is Team Absolution signing off. Peace.